Okay, now in the previous standard you have seen how to find the distance between 2 points, okay, by on a number line. So if I have to find the distance between the points P and Q, then I'm going to do it the greater coordinate minus the smaller coordinate. So it's going to be 3 minus 2 and it's going to be 1 unit. Okay, but now here using the same concept, we are going to find the distance between any 2 points but in the xy plane. Okay, so x-axis, y-axis, and suppose there are 2 points A and B, and I'm going to find the distance between them. Let the coordinates of point B be x1, y1. Let the coordinates of point B be x2, y2. Then if I have to find the distance of AB, I'm going to use the formula, distance formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Let me illustrate with an example. Find the distance T comma R. Okay, now the coordinates are given. T is minus 3 comma 6 and R is 9 comma minus 10. So I'll write it this as x1 is equal to minus 3, whereas y1 is equal to 6, x2 is equal to 9, y2 is equal to minus 10. Now by distance formula is, it's going to be, so distance of TR I'm going to calculate by the distance formula. So it is x2 minus x1 whole square plus it is y2 minus y1 whole square. Now just substitute the value. Your x2 is 9 and x1 is minus 3. So it's going to be 9 minus 3, keep square bracket, plus y2 minus y1, so it's going to be minus 10 minus 6 whole square. Next, open the bracket, 9 minus 3, so it's going to be 9 plus 3 whole square, plus minus 10 minus 6, so it's going to be minus 16 whole square. That is equal to 12 whole square plus 16 the whole square. Okay, so 16 whole square, squares are always positive. Next it is going to be 144 plus 256, that is equal to 400, and we know the square root of 400 is 20. So distance of TR, okay, distance between the points TR is equal to 20 units. Okay, now the question is determine if the points are collinear. First point is A, 1 comma minus 3, B, 2 comma minus 5, C, minus 4 comma 7. Now if you have to find if they are collinear, find the distance of AB, find the distance of BC, find the distance of AC, okay, add two distances and see if you are getting it equal to the third distance. Only then you can say that the points are collinear. Now let us solve. Distance of AB first we'll find out. So distance of AB is equal to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So it is going to be, so 2 minus 1. Okay, this is x1, x2, y1, y2. So it is going to be 2 minus 1 whole square plus it's going to be minus 5 and minus 5 minus 3 whole square. So it is going to be 2 minus 1 whole square is going to be 1 square plus minus 5 minus 3. So it is going to be minus 2 whole square. Minus 5 minus 3, so minus 5 plus 3. So it's going to be minus 2 whole square. So it will be 1 plus 4. It is going to be root 5. Root 5 units. Distance of AB. Mark it as 1. Next I am going to find the distance of BC. Again same, x2 minus x1 whole square plus. Now if you have to find the distance between B and C, so it's going to be x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So we'll just write it. So it will be minus 4 minus 2 whole square plus it's going to be 7. Okay, 7 minus 5 whole square is equal to, okay, 7 minus 5 whole square. So it is going to be minus 6 whole square plus 7 minus 5, so 7 plus 5, so it's going to be 12 whole square. Next it's going to be 36 plus 144. Okay, so 36 plus 144 is equal to 180. That is equal to, split that 180, it's not a perfect square, split it, find the factors of 180, 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5. If you don't know, split it in the rough column and check it. Out of these two and out of these two, one will go. So 2 into 3, 6, 6 root 5. Mark this as second. So distance of BC is 6 root 5. Now you have to find the distance of A and C, x1, x2, y1, y2. So now you're going to write distance of A comma C is equal to, I'm directly substituting, you may write the formula again. So it is minus 4 minus 1 whole square plus, okay, 7 minus 3. Check it. Put the bracket. Next it is going to be 4 minus, so it's going to be minus 5 whole square plus 7 minus 3, so it's going to be 10 whole square. It's going to be 25 plus 100, so that is 125. And if you split this 125, you're going to get it 5 into 5 into 5, and you will write it as 5 root 5. Mark it as third distance of AC. Now if you clearly see, distance of AC plus distance of AB, if I am going to add, okay, if I am going to add that distance of AB plus distance of AC, then I am going to get 5 root 5 plus root 5, okay, so that is going to be 6 root 5, and this 6 root 5 is the distance of BC. So when I add two distance, I am getting the third distance, and therefore I can say that points A, B and C are collinear. Okay, because if you see, the distance of AB plus distance of AC is equal to distance of BC, so the points are collinear. Okay, find X if the distance between L and M is 10. Now the distance is given to you. You have to find X, okay, X1. So again by distance formula, distance is given, so distance formula. L is x comma 7, M is 1 comma 15, and the distance is 10. So LM is equal to, I'm going to write it, now instead of writing now x2 minus x1, I can write it as x minus 1 whole square. So I'm going to write it as x minus 1 whole square plus 7 minus 15 whole square. The answer won't go wrong if you do it this way also. Now let's check. LM, distance is given, so I'm going to write it as, therefore distance is 10. Below that LM, I'm going to write distance is equal to x minus 1 whole square. So x minus 1 whole square remains as it is. 7 minus 15 is minus 8. Minus 8 whole square. Therefore, now square both the sides. Squaring both the sides, I'm going to get 100 is equal to x minus 1 whole square. Okay, the square root sign goes. Okay, so it's going to be plus 64. Reason, square both sides. Now next step, therefore x minus 1 whole square, okay, I'm going to bring it to this side, x minus 1 whole square is equal to 100 minus 64. You can also bring minus here plus 64, you're going to bring it this side and write 100 minus 64 is equal to x minus 1 whole square. That is also allowed. So x minus 1 whole square is equal to 100 minus 64 is equal to 36. Therefore x minus 1 whole square, now taking square root on both the side, it's going to be plus or minus 6. Square root on both the sides. Okay, so taking square root on both the sides, I'm going to get x minus 1 is equal to plus 6 or minus 6. So either x minus 1 is equal to positive 6 or x minus 1 is equal to negative 6. Therefore, x is equal to 6 minus 1, so becomes plus 1. X is equal to 7. Therefore, x is equal to negative 6 minus 1 goes this side. So, it's going to be x is equal to negative 5. So, two values for x we have got. It's going to be either x is equal to 7 or it's going to be x is equal to negative 5. This is how you have to solve. Now, suppose there are coordinates which are given and they say check if it is a equilateral triangle. Now, suppose coordinates for A, B and C are given and you have to check whether this is an equilateral triangle or isosceles triangle. Now, whenever the coordinates are given, first you find the distance of AB, find distance of BC, find distance of AC. If all three are equal, then we will say it is equilateral triangle. Suppose distance of AB is equal to distance of AC, okay, and it is not equal to distance of BC, then in such a case we will say it is an isosceles triangle. If it's parallelogram or rectangle, check if the opposite sides are congruent. Okay, if the opposite sides distance is equal, then you'll say it is a parallelogram. You can also check it by the diagonals are congruent, or rectangle, opposite sides are equal. Okay.